So you're riding along, you're in your truck, you got your load, rolling down the highway. You get pulled into a scale house to get weighed. They pop a random inspection on you, D.O.T. inspection. There's 3 levels, 3 being the easiest to get by with, 1 being the worst. What do? Are you ready for it? Let's find out. What's going on, everybody? Freight's back. Got the Fuzz with me. He still doesn't like that name, but I love it, dude. It's awesome. So classic. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to tell you what the meaning is, but that's the Fuzz. So you should be like happy about that, man. It's like, you know, that's the cops, man. That's authority, bro. You hold authority.
Oh yeah, it's like that's the one thing I want to be named. I want people to think about when they think of me is the cops.
Speaking of authority, okay, guys. All too often do you see on social media drivers who are part of these groups on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, TikTok, whatever, get popped at a weigh station or get pulled over to a random DOT, and next thing you know, they have issues they may or may not have known about that are wrong with their vehicle, their truck, their trailer, whatever, load securement, could be anything. Let me make this clear. It does not matter if you knew about it, you didn't know about it, you don't like it, you agree with it or don't agree with it, or whether you think it's moral. It's a law. They can inspect you at any time operating a CMV vehicle. It's up to you to make sure that you're compliant and you're up to their standards, the FMCSA and DOT standards. Make no mistake, nobody likes getting called on their BS. Nobody likes getting called out, oh yeah, this is wrong with your truck, this is wrong with your trailer, this is wrong with your load. Guys, I can't stress this enough. You need to do a pre-trip and a post-trip inspection every single day. Now, I'm going to be frank with you, okay? The inspection that you did when you passed on your CDL, I don't care what driver you ask, nobody's doing a 180-point inspection every single day, okay? Let's just be honest. Doesn't mean we shouldn't, but nobody's doing it. We're just being frank with you. But there are some key elements that you need to check on your truck every single day. Number 1, you need to check them first and foremost, and there's a video on my channel, check your 5th wheel every single time. Doesn't matter if you're away from your truck for 5 minutes or you've been sleeping for 10 hours. Anybody can come by, pull your 5th wheel release, you're gonna have a bad day, I promise you, if you don't lose your career or your job or whatever. Second, lights. Check all your lights, truck, trailer, everything. There's a light test button on these newer model vehicles. So easy to throw on your headlights and your parking lights, hit your flashers. If you don't have a light test button, check all your lights. Check your tires, your mud flaps. Listen for air leaks. Do a pump down test. Do an application brake test. These things are easy to catch before you leave that truck stop or wherever you're at, where you're stationary. You don't kick your clock on. You don't risk losing more time and money down the road. A biggie is your catwalk. Your catwalk is huge because if you can look at that catwalk and find out your lines have dropped down, maybe your springs on your spring hanger drop, you didn't know it. Guys, these are simple things that you can catch. You know, your airlines could be leaking subtly and you didn't know it while you were inside the cab. These small things matter. Check your load if you're flatbed. Tanker, make sure everything is actually put up. All your hoses are put up secure. All your flatbed gears put up secure. If you're reefer, check your lock, check your seal on your trailer. These are simple things, guys. Simple things. And also in your cab are simple. Check your mirrors. Make sure somebody didn't knock your mirror off while you were asleep. Don't get out the driveway and realize, look right and be like, oh man, my mirror's gone. Whoops. You know, when you could have actually did a walk around. Getting out of your truck, going to get a cup of coffee and coming back and being like, truck's there, trailer's there. Oh yeah, we're ready to go. No, that's not. You're not good to go. Now, obviously, guys, under the hood is very, very important. Is one of the most important areas. If you can pop your hood once a day, do an overall check your belts, check your brakes, check your steering. Look up under the front of your truck, and while you have the hood up, make sure that you don't see any fluid leaking. All of these things, every single aspect of your rig is important. Your truck, trailer, load, everything. It's up to you, though. If you get popped at an inspection station or a weigh station, you have nobody to blame but yourself. Okay, me included. If it happens to me, it's my fault. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can't say, well, I was in such a rush, you should have got up earlier. You said, well, I was so tired last night. You should have stayed up a little bit longer, did your inspection. I can't tell you how many times I've done an inspection after I stopped after a long day shift and found stuff wrong, whether it was a light out, whether it was a spring hanger on my 301 Airlines out, whether it was something had fallen off my headache rack, or whether it was I had forgotten to put my lock on my trailer, whatever it may be. Take notice of these little itty bitty items and fix them before you get popped at a weigh station, before you give them a reason to inspect you. Okay, because the last thing you want to do is get points on your license, get fined, get a violation, and then that goes on your DAC report as well, and it doesn't look good on Prime or the carrier that you're with. So guys, keep that in mind. It's very, very important. By the way, if you're running for Prime, every time you get a clean inspection, doesn't matter if it's level 1, level 2, or level 3, it's $100 in your pocket if you're an AC and you're the driver of the truck, so if you're lease. So now I believe, and I'll have to double check this, you do have to scan your inspection sheets in with that trip that you got inspected on, but yeah, everybody gets something. I'm not quite sure what company gets.
I think it was like
50 bucks. Yeah. 50. So I know James, being a co-driver, even though he's an AC on the truck, if he was to get inspected, or a trainee was to get inspected while I was asleep, they would get 25, I would get 75. Inspected, he was asleep, I would get the 400 as a lease op. So guys, there's all kinds of incentives out there to be safe, compliant. Just do it. Just do the right thing. That's all there is to it. Obviously, we're not all able to get up at the butt crack of dawn and do a 185,000 point inspection on your truck. But keeping an eye on the simple things and the major things and the obvious things, it's not hard to do, guys. So it's just a little tip. Make it part of your daily routine. Do your pre-trip, your post-trip inspections. Do them to the best of your ability, and make sure that you've got your CYA. Cover your assets. That's the biggest thing. So thanks a lot, guys, for joining. Freight, the Fuzz. If you got any questions or comments, shoot them down in the comment section below. If it's your first time joining the channel, don't forget to like, sub, and share the channel. And make sure to tune back in, because we're going to be posting more content here all the time. So much love. God bless. Stay safe. Freight, Fuzzy out. You like Fuzzy better?
No.
Okay,
It's
sure.
Worse. It's worse.
Is it worse?
Yeah, it's worse.
Sounds better. Whatever.
Garbage.